couple quick questions before we let you move on to whatever else you got for the rest of your day. I've seen Carlos Santana lead off a little bit, not so much in the last couple games here, but off and on at this point this season. Have you liked that move? The Twins have been leading off Joe Mauer. I wouldn't say they're the same kind of hitter, but high on base guys, or at least high on base relative to their contemporaries. Has that been a move that you've been endorsing?
Yeah, it's a move that I've been calling for about 4 years now, and it's also something that Terry Francona has hinted at for the last 2 or so. He keeps saying, like, yeah, I thought about maybe putting Santana up in the leadoff spot, and he just never does it. And all of the beat writers have been calling for it for years. It makes so much sense. He has this bad rap with fans, Santana, because, of his low batting average, and, of course, casual fans, I think, don't properly weight the value of on-base percentage, and that's perfectly fine. But he makes the most sense in the world to lead off. He's one of their best hitters. It gets him more at bats. He doesn't put the ball in play that often, but he gets on base for the guys who do. He's the perfect leadoff hitter. He's a sneaky good base runner. He is a very good base runner, even though he's not that fast. It makes all the sense in the world. He has been leading off more so against right-handed pitching. He's better from the left-hand side, and Rajai Davis is a decent hitter against lefties. So it's kind of a platoon leadoff spot, which you don't really see too often, because I think that the leadoff spot's one of those things where managers want their guys to kind of be comfortable and get used to that spot. But I like what the Indians are doing. I mean, Rajai Davis should never be near the top of the order against a righty, and Santana makes perfect sense against the righties to be up there. So, yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense, and it's been working out really well, too. I mean, I guess using team record for one batter and one leadoff spot's a pretty flawed way of thinking, but there's something like 7-2, and he leads off, and I guess probably more importantly than that, he's been doing it really well, and I think that's one of the few spots in the lineup, I think, where I kind of buy into the lineup order splits. I think if a guy hits better in fifth spot than seventh over his career, it's pretty meaningless, but there is something to leading off a game and being the first guy to see a pitcher, and there's a certain added pressure where I think some guys can probably do it and some can't for whatever reason. And he's been great as a leadoff hitter so far. So yeah, the experiment that everyone has wanted for years has paid pretty good dividends so far. So
much about that is a mirror image of how we felt about Joe Mauer doing it here. The columnists have been slow to come around on it, but I think that the situation's been awfully similar here in Minneapolis.
The Cold Omaha Podcast Network.